Just stop. Yeah. Just stop. That's the 80. That is 1.5 kg.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome to this video and welcome to another weekly vlog, I think. It is Monday the 16th of June. It's just gone, I think, 10:30, just coming up to 10:30. I'm at the gym training and I realised that most of my vlogs I start on like a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday, so I thought I would open it up on a Monday, which is leg day for me, obviously at Dungeon, as you've just seen. And it's a very busy week here in Dubai, and especially at Dungeon Gym, because we've got the Dubai Pro happening this weekend, which is a mega event, like huge show. We will be attending it, but the gym is busy with people checking in, and obviously being in peak week. So I'm gonna film some of my session today so you can see what this leg session looks like. As you know, I'm training legs 3 times a week. This is like a legs combo session, so hamstring curl, single leg press, there is a hip thrust / glute drive in there, leg extensions, etc. But I'll film to bits, I'll insert some clips, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. 2 exercises in and the hair is most definitely up. It's nice to get a good sweat on now with training. Like, this is going to be the 4th week I'm running through this training program 3, so the 4th time I'm running this session, and every single week things have progressed, so I either up the weight or increase reps, and the movement patterns are hard for sure, but now that I'm actually able to train to true failure, I'm definitely feeling it and taking more rest between working sets and rest before I go into those big top sets. So like 2 exercises in, I've just done a warm up on the hip thrust and we're already 40 minutes into my session. So session's taking a little bit longer, more challenging, but overall feeling really good. And this is why I don't start vlogs on a Monday. Training session was smashed, and since getting back home I've been in the office for the last 3 hours doing check-ins, because Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays are not too bad. Wednesday I don't have check-ins. Thursdays, Fridays are really busy as well. Like, the start of the week is always a bit of a mad one, and so I tend to just like vlog towards the end of the week when I'm winding down, and also because I think, shit, I haven't vlogged this week, I need to vlog. But I will continue this vlog going forwards. But that session was tough, like I said in the gym, but it's nice to feel like sessions are tough. Like at the back end of prep, you feel so weak, and granted I'm still not on a huge amount of calories. Nothing has changed in my reverse diet since starting this phase. So I'm currently now in week 5 of my reverse. I've completed 4 weeks. My body weight is up by like just under 5 pounds, I think, since stage weight. And that's with me eating 2,000 calories on a training day. Rest days a little bit lower, and then obviously managing off-plan meals at the weekend, as I mentioned in a previous vlog. So we're not in a place where I'm pushing food, and I'm not in my improvement season technically, but I am feeling like training is improving. I'm getting to a place now where training is becoming hard and tough, and I am making progress. Like every week I've been able to micro load and get those weights up. Sessions are taking longer, they're harder, like I said. And so I think probably another week like this until training volume will probably adjust and food will need to go up to support those two things. So training's improving, which means we can add more working sets and volume. But with that, we'll need a little titrate up of food. And probably be in a place where I'm not having such indulgent meals off plan at the weekend and actually just utilising the food that's in my meal plan during the week, I think, which I'm happy to do. But yeah, Mondays are a busy day. I've just finished my first block of check-ins, and then I'll have another big chunk of American check-ins that will come through in another hour or so. But it's coming up to 3 p.m. and I need to get my next meal. I am actually hungry for my meals now. So that's another thing, is like I'm hungry for my meals rather than just feeling hungry because my leptin and ghrelin levels all over the place post-show. Like that has definitely regulated. And yeah, I need to go and get my next meal. And then we'll see how the rest of this vlog progresses. But loving training at Dungeon, really, really am. I've had a lot of questions about that, and I think that's going to be my permanent gym where I train. I just like the vibe, the atmosphere in there. It's really chilled, love all the machines, love my new training setup. So I think a full improvement season at Dungeon is definitely on the cards. And yeah, we'll assess at the end of this week and see how things are progressing with my physique. Progress in the gym is the number one goal over the next few weeks for sure. I feel like my body is definitely recovered and in a place to be able to take on some extra food and move through that process. But like I said, let's carry on with the rest of this vlog. We'll see where it goes, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Just finishing off check-ins, and I am sat on the kitchen table because it's Darren's shift up in the office to do his big block of American check-ins, and that's just how we run it. I do my first lot when I first come in, and then we do a swap. He goes upstairs and I stay downstairs until my Americans have all come through. I've got 2 more to come through. I'm sat with my legs on the opposite kitchen chair, which is probably a bad thing to do because my legs are very sore. And I'm definitely using the recovery boots more now. Now that training intensity has increased. A bit like I was on prep, I was using them literally every day. Whereas now I'm actually having to remind myself, like, get them on because my legs are sore. Like, I can feel them literally like just turning into lead as I'm sat here. I need to put them back down. But again, this is the reason why I don't choose to vlog on a Monday. But yeah, I have had another meal. I have had a diet 7-Up, sugar-free, extra fizz. This one's not caffeine free. Oops. Normally I have the Sprite Zero that's totally caffeine free, so I'm not wired. But hey ho. Okay, finish off check-ins and then on the couch to chill. But I'm going to quickly show you that Coco is actually in my spot. Normally she moves when I put the camera on. She's side-eyeing me. But she does this with the cushions. She just like makes a little nest. Does anybody else's dog do this? So babe, it's Tuesday. What do we do on Tuesday? The same thing that we do every single day. I had a few messages on my Instagram poll when I asked for suggestions of what to vlog. Day in the life, Dubai life, show us what you get up to in a day. It's no different than what most people do every single day. We have our routine. We have breakfast every morning. We head to the gym, train our clients, train ourselves, come back, work. We do have a slight deviation in our routine today, babe. You've got some therapy. He's got a massage and some physiotherapy on his knee. So that makes things a little bit different, but every single day is pretty much the same. You've been fed, Coco. You have been fed. Come on then. You want to get on the vlog? You want to say hello? Yeah, you can't eat my cream of rice. That's mummy's. No, you're not allowed that. That's my pre-workout meal. Mummy needs that for her upper session. Yes. But you've been fed already. You have, baby. You have. So, oh Jesus. Yeah. Milo just jumped to the table and spilt my coffee. Okay, so that's something different. guys can see, I'm just in the gym now, and I thought I would address another question that came through on a poll, which was about warm-up sets, working sets, top sets. So I do have a Smith press on my upper session today. I've got a top working set of 8 to 12 reps, and then a second working set of 12 to 15. So what you've just seen me perform there is my first warm-up set. And I normally go about half the weight of my max for my first warm-up, 7 or 8 reps, rest, then I'll probably add another 10 pounds each side and do 35 pounds per side. My top working set is 50 pounds per side. So the next I'm gonna do now, slight increase in weight, and probably about 3 or 4 reps. Then I'll do a third warm-up set, which will be literally like 1 or 2 reps, and then it's a long rest before going into my top working set. Last warm-up set, 45 pounds per side, 2 reps max. The thing you've got to remember about training is when you have top working sets that you want to work towards, the goal is to get the most out of those working sets and maximize the number of reps that you can perform and reach failure with the heaviest working weight. So if you are doing too many reps in your warm-up sets, you're going to literally fatigue the muscle before it has the chance to actually work with the heaviest possible weight that you can do. So that is my preferred kind of method for warming up, is roughly half my working set weight, and I would say anywhere between 6 to 8 reps, then another warm up with a little bit more weight, 3 or 4, and then the final warm up very close to my top working set, and literally 1 or 2 reps. And then the biggest thing to do, and probably the most important, is to rest. So I literally am not going to get back into that Smith press for another 3 minutes at least, and then I will go all in for my top set. Last week I got 50 pounds per side for 8 reps. If we can match that today or get an extra rep, awesome. If not, I'm probably at a place now where I'm gonna need to recruit hubby and get a spot. I am buzzing with that. Pretty happy with an extra 2 reps, so 10 reps in total. And now it's another long rest before my second working set, which is 40 pounds per side. So wait for the heart rate to come down, wait another 3 minutes, and then into my next working set. So that is my tip. Warm up sensibly, take adequate rest, allow for your sessions to be a little bit longer, especially when you get to your strongest, and you'll continue making progress. You'll build strength in the gym and ultimately build muscle, which is the goal. I know, guys. You've been banned into the office. Yeah, you can't go out there, Coco. Daddy's having his treatment, so you're in here with me whilst I do check-ins. Do you want to do check-ins with me? And whilst Darren is having his physiotherapy, dogs are in here with me. First block of check-ins underway. And I thought I would answer another question that came through asking how I am feeling mentally, because I think there's definitely a lot to be said for this kind of reverse diet, post-show kind of phase, how we deal with things mentally when it comes to getting stronger in the gym, seeing our body composition change, body fat going up, eating more food, especially after you've been on prep for such a long time. And I feel like I did address this in my previous vlog and talked about how I'm approaching this kind of reverse diet post-show phase. But mentally, I'm doing okay. Like, honestly, I think I'm handling it pretty well, and I've been through this process so many times that I'm fully aware that the lines, the detail, everything will go. And probably my biggest battle that I have is this: seeing my physique and posing and knowing that there's so much work to do. And I think I might do an Instagram post on this today actually and share that reel, because like, bodybuilding is a mental game. It's a mental sport, 100%. It's mental when you're in the gym, pushing through hard working sets, taking your sets to failure. It's mental when it comes to food, both in off season and in a dieting phase, like switching off those kind of mental cues that are telling you you're hungry, or on the reverse, switching off those mental cues that are telling you you're full when you have to eat more food and grow. I don't think I've ever really had that issue, to be honest. But it's also a mental game when the whole purpose of this sport is to improve your physique. And so we're all very, very harsh on ourselves, and we very easily can pick our faults and things that we need to improve, myself included. And whenever I look at my physique, I'm like, oh God, there's still so much work to do and my legs are still so shit. But that's where I'm mentally at, is knowing that it's a long off season ahead. And the thing that keeps me kind of grounded is training. Like, I absolutely love training. If you don't love training, you're not going to be a successful bodybuilder, because essentially the whole purpose is to build your body. So you have to enjoy the process of getting in the gym and absolutely annihilating yourself and taking sets to failure and feeling the DOMs and going in and doing it again the next week. And so for me, because I love that process, sadistic as I am, that's what I lock into. And like I've said previously, like, once this kind of health reverse phase is done, food starts to go up, I'm mentally in a place to be able to take it on and, allow for my physique to change and body weight to go up as it should. I can't stay this lean forever. I need to be able to add more body fat, increase my body weight gradually, and allow food to do what it needs to do, which essentially is to help me grow muscle tissue. So yes, mentally I'm doing okay. And then obviously I'm kind of in limbo at the moment because Darren's still making a decision as to whether he's going to start prep. So I'm kind of just holding here until he hits the trigger on that, whether he does officially or whether he just goes through a dieting phase. If he starts dieting, then off-plan meals, date nights and stuff at the weekend will cease to exist together. But I will probably still carry on with my like weekly treats and my little kind of food tasting escapades. If you haven't watched my YouTube shorts or my Instagram reels, I definitely want to keep those up. I think it's quite fun. And it kind of allows for me to have a little bit of freedom and flexibility and not be so anal in my off season, which I have done previously. And then the other thing that came through, which I thought was really good, is a day in the life or even a day trip out. We don't take many day trips out. That is our own fault. We don't. Like, when it gets to the weekend, we're so pooped, and Saturday is a non-working day for both of us. We just want to do what normal people do, is just chill on the couch with our animals and just have a lazy day once training is done. However, whilst we're still having date nights and doing things, I should vlog and show some of that for sure. So I'll probably keep this vlog going until like Friday, and then I'll start another vlog on Saturday into Sunday, because we are doing some bits this weekend. Like, we are going out for date night. I don't know where, but Hobby's going to book it. It's his turn to book. And then on Sunday, we're going to the Dubai Pro Show. So maybe I'll vlog that as a separate kind of trip vlog. But anyway, back to check-ins, back to my next meal. Crack on with the rest of the day, which runs like clockwork. Oh, you've been released. You're out. How's your knee?
Yes, okay.
How was therapy?
Good. Slowly but surely getting tiny bit better.
Tiny? What does that mean?
It's going to be another couple of weeks till I'm doing much.
Still don't think you'll be doing much in terms of quad work? No.
No.
Oh, baby.
He's happy that it's better, like, day to day. He's
yeah.
like, that's part one. It's just, like, we just have to take our time with it.
Yeah.
Also discovered I've actually injured my rec fem as well, not just my knee.
What's your rec fem?
Where the quad attaches just here.
Oh god.
Doing some treatment, we found some issues there.
Oh shit.
He said that probably explains why when you're in extension it starts shaking. He said it's not actually your knee, it's your rec fem.
It's not stable because it's damaged.
Yeah.
Oh babe. And what is this?
Is this for you guys?
Oh no.
Is this a giant chocolate bar for you?
Oh my, it's a box and a half. We need to unwrap this. I thought it was just one chocolate bar they were sending me. Oh my goodness. This is huge. And it's so heavy.
What the fuck is this?
2 kilo worth of chocolate. I told you my Instagram reels were getting a lot of traction. This has been sent to me as a gift.
Factory. Is this like some healthier version or something?
I guess so. Your chocolate dream. Oh my gosh. A very special chocolate for a very special person. Milk chocolate with pistachio spread. Oh my god. Chocolate made from natural ingredients, carefully ground on stone millstones. What does that even mean? The ingredients include seeds of tartary buckwheat, which contain a complex of vitamins and minerals and do not contain caffeine. The product contains no substitutes, artificial flavors, or refined sugar. Basically, it's healthy, babe.
Yeah.
I can eat this.
Diet friendly.
I like how there's no actual calories included on this.
Oh,
You know where
meant to say
it doesn't say. Oh
it's
my
like blood
god!
work where it just goes to like a value, it doesn't go any higher.
It's got QR codes for following them on
Calories
TikTok and Instagram.
over 5,000.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
2 kilo of guys. Okay, this is definitely going to be tried at some point, but not until the weekend. I need a full week on my meal plan as normal. But Jesus Christ, look at the size of that. Oh my god. Do you think it needs to go in the fridge? Or shall I just put it in the maid's room and make sure the AC is nice and... Put the AC...
The day you wanted it.
Yeah. Well, if it goes in the fridge, that's going to be... It's so heavy. It's going to be so hard to actually bite into. But flipping heck, guys. Rest day, breakfast going down. Look at that. Perfect. Is the what?
Still supposed to be a hat.
Yeah. Thank you. It's Wednesday. It's rest day for me at the gym, but I could potentially take you on a little bit of a daily vlog today because not only is it rest day from the gym, I don't take client check-ins on a Wednesday, so it gives me a little stopgap between the week of a busy week of check-ins. I do have some admin work to do. I am running some errands, but I'm at the gym now, about to go and train my client Inca, so I'll pick you guys back up when I head to the shops and pick up some bits. Pretty boring bits, but this is what I do on a Wednesday. Well, that was a bit of a fail because as soon as I left the gym, I headed straight to Medex to get some health stops, and I picked up a different energy drink for Darren and I to enjoy a little bit later because we always have Monster in the fridge, but sometimes it's nice to pick up something a little different. I then went tanning for 8 minutes on the sunbed, went to Spinneys and picked up my salmon from the deli, which is in my handbag, and then grabbed a Starbucks for the drive home. Currently obsessed with the pistachio coconut milk latte, and picked up the tiramisu one for Darren. And yeah, totally forgot to actually take my camera where I was going because I was just in my normal routine of doing what I normally do on a Wednesday. So I'm going to take that coffee in for Darren, head up into the office. I've got a podcast to record, about an hour of work, podcast to record, upload, some form analysis, and then it will be chill. And I really like this Wednesday routine at the moment where I head out in the morning, do a couple of bits, come back, a little bit of work, and then I get pretty much the whole afternoon off. And what I tend to do is book in something to do for myself. So last week I had a full body massage in the afternoon / evening, which was lush. Today I'm getting my nails done because they absolutely need doing. They're horrendous. Next week I think I've got a laser top-up appointment. Not really enjoyable, but every 8 weeks I'm getting that done, and it's making sure that I am completely hair-free, which I absolutely love. But it's very hot in the car right now. It's just gone 12. It's like 47 degrees and I've turned the car off. So I need to head in, go up into the office, record the podcast, another meal, chill. just gone 1 p.m. New podcast uploaded, form analysis boxed off. Just need to go out onto the balcony and bring the washing in because it's 1 p.m. If I leave it out there any longer, clothes will burn and die in colour. So I'm going to go do that now and then get my next meal, sit on the sofa and chill with hubby for 2-3 hours, which is going to be an absolute treat midweek, which rarely happens. But we get some time together now, then he'll do his work block and I will head out to go and get my nails done. Many hours later and my nails are all done. When I was leaving the house earlier and I said to hubby, what colour will I do on my nails? He said, peach. He always says peach. But in fairness to him, like, it's a nice summer colour. And I had a very chilled 3 hours on the sofa with hubby. Dogs. Milo crawled on top of me and was all super needy with the blanket, and I ended up having a nap for about 30 minutes with him, which was lush. And then I've just had my nails done. I've had a head, neck and shoulder massage. It's just gone at 6 p.m. now, so I'll head home. Darren will be finishing up work and we'll be ready to have a nice chilled evening before we start it all again tomorrow and we're back into our routine with work, training, etc, etc. So yeah, let's see if I keep this vlog going tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's just coming up to 5 a.m. and I've just been editing this vlog and I've realised it's quite long. It's over 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to close it off here, but I'm actually going to answer another question that actually came through in my DMs, which I thought was quite a good question to answer. And it's in relation to like how I feel as an athlete and the pressure that I feel in terms of showing up for all of my seasons. And this lady asks, do you feel a sense of anticlimax after a prep and a show? Is it hard to go into improvement season? Do you ever feel exhausted from the consistency to push in each different phase? It's a great question. And the reality is I've been doing this a very long time. So I think over the course of the years, yes, to a degree, I have felt those kind of highs and lows of pushing through a prep, getting on stage, the anticlimax of like when the show's finished, what do you do next? I think the more you get used to this whole process, the more you kind of sink into those different phases, and it's different for everybody. And I think it takes a lot of experience, and you have to go through those phases of feeling kind of low after a show to know how to manage those emotions, how to kind of seamlessly move then into that next phase and, you know, become more accustomed to body fat going up, moving into that next phase of building strength in the gym. And that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Is I don't feel pressure and I don't feel an anticlimax. Like I've mentioned in previous vlogs, I was very, very happy with my pro debut season, so there was no disappointment there whatsoever. And I had very clear expectations when going into that particular prep and what I wanted to achieve, so I was very happy with how that all went. And so there was no real anticlimax. It was very clear that we knew what I needed to work on. So now we have to move into the next phase, which was my recovery phase, which I'm currently in. So I'm very happy to move into this next improvement phase. I know, as I mentioned previously, that my food's going to go up, volume training will increase, and body fat's going to go up. So I don't feel a huge amount of pressure around that. I'm actually really excited to go into that next phase, but I understand what it's like for, let's say, new and less experienced competitors. It is a really kind of vulnerable time and it can be difficult to navigate and manage. But this is why I think it's super important to have support during that phase and have a coach who knows what they're doing, and can really guide you through that process, and the ups and downs and how you're going to feel in those phases. But for me personally, I don't feel a huge amount of pressure because I think, to be honest, like, pressure is a privilege for a start. So I think it's good to have those exciting things to work towards and know that it's going to take time, effort, and consistency. I think the only thing I kind of feel, I would say, not pressure for, but things that I find difficult to manage is keeping on top of everything when really I just want to get stuck in. So like even vlogging and things like this, like I have to remind myself, oh gosh, I need to keep showing up and I need to keep vlogging. And to be honest, I find that it's not that exciting. Like this vlog, I've tried really hard to kind of share some different bits and pieces with you guys, and I would love your feedback on whether you found those things useful, like me chatting through bits in the gym, showing you what I get up to in a day. It's very monotonous, the sport, and it's very routine like, so like my daily routine and stuff doesn't really change. So I would say that's where I kind of feel the pressure. Like, I don't feel like my videos are that enjoyable. I'm like, what do you guys want to see? I do the same stuff every single day. So I guess that's probably the only thing I feel real pressure for. Like, I'm only here to show up and do my best and to kind of continue progressing my physique because I enjoy this whole process. So I'm going to close this video off here, and hopefully start another one this weekend. I did speak to hubby last night when I got home and was like, did you book date night? Are we going out for dinner? And we are, so maybe I'll vlog a little bit this weekend, and do some bits that's non-bodybuilding related for you guys to see. But let me know what you thought, comment down below, like, subscribe, do all the good things, and I'll catch you in the next one.